Because they
Right.
had to stay within 100 miles of Philadelphia.
Okay, and you couldn't leave.
But everything went out the window because I'd auditioned already. There were 2 or 3 plays that were classics.
Right.
And I suddenly learned one was done with, it was Maxwell Anderson, who did one with, what do you call it, Judy Andrews and Bing Crosby. It was called High Tor. But I had suddenly discovered in myself, and as I read, the guy was so impressed, I had some kind of classic ability. The words just came out of me in a classic way. I can't explain it. The Greeks say the soul lies in the solar plexus. And ballet dancers, when they dance from the solar plexus. That's what gives them the balance. So I had this gift, but then every time something would happen that would change our lives and make me able to, because you were going to school then, and in, you had your lunch maybe every morning. I never stayed in bed and said, "Oh, well, I'll get the cornflakes and put some milk on. Don't bother me anymore." I never did, didn't I? I always got up, and you had a good breakfast every morning.
All right, let me just bring you back to 32. We had to leave there after the custody battle. He stopped paying for the apartment, right?
Sure, you didn't pay for it.
And I remember us living in different hotels.
Yes, we did. Well, first we had some cats then.
No, not yet. We did not have the cats yet because we did not live at 250 West 74th Street yet. Remember? This is.
Yeah, but now wait.
Oh no! Wait a minute now.
We're off a little bit there because after we went then to
Adele's
hotel around the corner. That was the first one we went to.
Right, the Colonial Hotel.
Was that the name of it?
On 81st in Columbus.
Yeah.
That's where we went first.
American Museum of Natural
Right.
History. And we stayed there first. It was inexpensive. And I had to beg and beg and beg a telegram for him to pay for that. He did. Until I could find another place to live. And I think then is when we went to the West 74th Street.
But there was another hotel we stayed on 72nd Street.
That's the one when after I'd already rented the place that we were to live in, we couldn't move in right away.
Oh.
And the cats had been with Estelle, the girl I worked with at
Estelle.
on Fifth Avenue. And she was a wonderful girl, and she kept, there were only 3 cats at that time.
Yeah, but I remember.
But we got in the apartment, and evidently a lot of prostitutes stayed in that apartment too, in that building.
On 74th Street.
But when the cats came in out of the car, they'd been in Brooklyn in her backyard, and all lost little poor things, And when they got in the whole room went.
Yeah, wait. I remember that, but weren't we living on 74th Street in West End when Philip found the kittens? Because you let them.
Yes. That's right.
Oh, I see. We lived.
Their eyes were asleep.
Wait. I'm losing the chronological history here.
I know chronology is not my.
I know, but I just got to try to get it in my own head. Okay, from 82nd Street, we moved around the corner to the hotel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and then we found the apartment on 74th Street. Then
on where?
On 74th and West End.
So, yes.
Okay, then we went straight from that hotel to 74th Street.
Yeah.
On West End.
First, the cats were in Brooklyn.
No.
And one of you stayed with Andrew's mother.
The cats did not come until we lived on 74th Street.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So the cats couldn't have been in Brooklyn then, because we weren't in 74th Street yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I'll tell you another side of the story.
Wait. Forget about the stories. Let me just get this straight. Then you can go to tell me the story, okay? We moved to 74th Street and West End Avenue, 250 West 74th Street. We had the garden apartment, okay?
Mean landlady.
Yeah, you used to share about her. And I remember that's about the time when Philip found the 3 kittens.
That's right.
Right, and then brought them to you.
The mother was dead.
Right, the mother was killed, and he brought them to you. And can we keep the kittens?
And I had the terrible.
And you had the terrible allergy with asthma.
For 8 years afterwards.
And you couldn't say no. So you said we can keep them in the garden until they get big, and then we can give them away. They got cold. You brought them in, and you got attached to them.
Oh God!
Okay.
Get everything. Tedrol,
and
nose sprays.
Now, when you started working, was that on 74th Street?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first job?
My first job was at Leventhal Kreckstein.
Leventhal Kreckstein.
I worked before that. I worked at the pool as the
receptionist.
The treasurer. Bookkeeping. I did bookkeeping on the.
Oh, you did. Part-time.
Yeah, and then after that, I did that until June. Then the man that worked in there, Harry Lefcourt, said, "You can come to work for me. I'll train you to be an answering service operator." So this has been my mission since from the time I left the studio, left Hollywood. I said I'm going to be a telephone operator because I did once up in Monterey where my house was in Carmel. I did, when they were on strike, I helped them out. See, I didn't know whose side I was on.
Okay, but wait, when we moved to 74th Street, you worked for Leventhal Kreckstein. And what did you do there?
That's right.
What did you do there?
What did I do there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what I didn't do, I was a genius. I had a 555 switchboard.
Oh, you were answering your...
9 executives that I had to be a private secretary to at the same time. And they also had outlines and incoming lines from all over the United States. And I had to be very competent. And the thing is going like this. You're going crazy on it. I couldn't do it today.
No. Okay, so then you worked for Leventhal Kreckstein.
Yeah.
And we're still living on 74th Street and West End Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a police thing on remember to hold the door shut?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, sure.
Tried to raise the devil about that.
Yeah, but then, did you work at Leventhal Kreckstein the whole time we lived on West End Avenue?
Honey, I worked every job, I'll get thought back on it, every job for 3 years, and I gave up.
Okay.
Slavery did it to me. I said, I gotta find a new slavery, because I knew I wouldn't have any better, and I'd find some other place, a different environment. I'm doing the same old dumb stick. I mean, I didn't learn anything. All I did was by my brain. I did the adding machine, and I wrote a beautiful letter. I got a lot of style.
But I remember you working for the answering service when we were living on 74th Street.
5 years.
Wait.
2
jobs.
It was 2 jobs.
Leventhal Kreckstein.
In the daytime, the weekdays, I worked for Muir and Company, which was a savings bank.
Okay.
They made advertising for banks.
You worked for Muir and Company when we were living at 250 West 74th Street?
Now, wait a minute. No, I was working at Leventhal Kreckstein.
Right, but you were...
That was the first one after the
Let's stay with... the answering service. See, I remember when... hold on a second. I remember when you were working for the answering service on 72nd Street.
Yeah, right.
Right, when we were living on... No, you were working there. Weren't you working there when we were living on 74th Street?
No. I worked there for 5 years straight with no money from your father, nothing. And I worked 32 hours on the weekend. 2 big double shifts. 16 hours one day. It gave me 8 hours to get home. I could walk it. It was 72 to 79. You walk in New York all the time. I walked the last time I was there, from West 98th Street to 23rd Street. We were working for somebody else.
Wasn't Roddy McDowell one of the answering... do you remember that? Roddy McDowell?
Faye Way was a complete nut. She had a psychiatrist. She was constantly calling on and on. And poor little... this is gossip, Michael. I don't want to do gossip.
Okay.
Right. You don't know what's in people's lives, and that's not nice.
But so
except I will say this: Lauren Bacall sounded very cold and uppity.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. Maybe when she felt a little. Sometimes people are